you have to understand that the pharmaceutical industry runs the medical industry. And they make most of their money off of terrorism, so they need a bad guy. So they call the bacteria in the mouth the bad guy, but the bacteria never causes dental decay or any kind of problem. It is there to enter the food right away. And our bacteria is putrefacted. Now, that sounds like a bad word when it's applied to food. Putrefaction means the spoiling, bad decay of the food. However, that doesn't happen except with cooked food, putrefaction of that nature. But when we talk of putrefactive bacteria, we're talking about a bacteria that digests animal cells, dairy, meats, eggs, things like that. Not vegetarian, not herbivore or herbivorous dietary food, leaf stalks and roots.
Yeah.
That is not our diet. Plus, when we get to the stomach, our hydrochloric acid, if you put that on vegetation, it doesn't break it down. What does break down, if you take that hydrochloric acid, you put it on meat, eggs, or milk, or dairy, or raw dairy products, it will break them down. It dissolves them. And we have that all throughout the large and small intestines. All the bacteria is putrefacted. However, our body can alter itself and try to become a digester of vegetation, but it only amounts to 2 to 5%. That's not enough to feed and maintain a healthy body. And then the herbivore has 2.5 times more digestive tract than we do. They have 60,000 times the digestive enzymes to break down the cellulose molecule. So our food passes through in 24 hours. For them, it's 48 hours. They have 2 to 4 stomachs. They rechew and regurgitate and swallow and regurgitate and rechew and swallow up to 7 times to break down that cellulose. We just don't do that.
So what about the argument that the vegetarians make, well, our large intestines are too long to be carnivores like tigers and dogs? It's real short, only a few feet, but we have 12 feet of...
Well, yeah, we have about that. The dog and a cat's entire digestive tract is about 1/3 the length of ours, and the food goes through their system in 10 hours. For us, it's 24. However, we have the same amount of hydrochloric acid, it's just not concentrated in the stomach. They have to have it concentrated in the stomach because they don't chew their meats into smaller portions. Plus, they eat bones, and they need an intense amount of hydrochloric acid to do that. That's why it's greater in the stomach. However, we do, throughout the small intestines, secrete this hydrochloric acid when necessary.